So these are the best moments for. So these are the best moments for crew members and sad times on a cruise ship for teammates and with just life on the cruise ship and some of the sad moments or unhappy times for the crew or teammates on the cruise ship. So there are some times, some activities that even some of us hate them, and then there are some activities that we love, and these are some of the things I'm going to talk about today. And if you are tuned in, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell because we are going to talk about this. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you two specific links that are going to show you some of the jobs on a cruise ship, available opportunities. Okay, let's have a story about this thing. So we first of all talk about the stories, we talk about our life on a cruise ship, and then at the end of the video we give you a few things. So these are some of the things that I want to point out for you. If it's your first time you're joining me, make sure you subscribe. This is Arnest. So in 1 2 3 4. Guys, this is Arnest again, and this is another way how we enjoy our life on a cruise ship. But in a few minutes to come, I'm going to share some of the links available for the jobs. But today, let me talk about you some of the sad moments and the best moments that we have on a cruise ship as crew members. Okay, so these ones are very let me start with the sad times or sad moments for crew teammates that we don't like. But they happen anyway. We're just bound by the law that they're supposed to happen, but we don't like them anyway, but we just have to because we signed the contract. That's it. So one thing that I hate so much is the turnaround day. So turnaround day is a day where most of the passengers disembark and more of the passengers come in. We don't like this day because this day it's a lot of work, especially the guys in the room division and the guys in the kitchen sometimes, because there's a lot of things to prepare. Okay, especially guys working in the room division, they have to make sure that the passengers who are stepping out, their luggage is locked, their rooms are clean, and then for others to come in and occupy them. So there is a lot of work for them. Okay, sometimes they even look for help. So if you are in a department where you don't have a lot of work, you can go there and help them. So it's also, they can give you also some little money by helping them prepare rooms for the passengers if you know how to do it, or some of them they teach you. Another thing is on the turnaround day, there is a lot of what's happening. For example, take for example 4,000 passengers going out. There is this luggage. Oh my God! Imagine all the luggages for 4,000 passengers going out, and again 4,000 passengers coming in. They are supposed to be brought in by people. So this is mostly done by the groups of deck attendants and room janitors. They help one another, and sometimes even buffet stewards, they also come to help and the security men. It involves a lot of the port department, the guys on the port who help bring in the luggage, and there is also loading of goods. For example, tons of tomatoes, tons of onions, tons of drinks, and a lot of flour, a lot of things. They come in the same day. It's a lot of work for crew members. We don't like this turnaround day. Number 2 is 1 hour forward. You see, the ship, mostly the cruise that I've been doing was only in the US and sometimes Mexico and Hawaii. So when you go away in the west or in the east, you'll have to do 1 hour forward or 1 hour back, depending on the time zones that you'll be going through. So these things, they always, especially what we don't like is 1 hour forward. Why? Because when you go to Hawaii, you'll need to go on the west. So what happens, I think so, if I'm not right, someone correct me. So which means you find that you'll have to set your clock 1 hour back. Okay, so which means your hour is just gone. 1 hour is just gone. So in the midnight, you have to set your clock 1 hour back, 1 hour forward, not back, 1 hour forward. So if it's 11, you close your job at 11, you have to set your clock the following at midnight at 2 a.m. you have to set your clock 1 hour forward, which means 1 hour is wamenyonga. We call it wamenyonga in Kiswahili, so it's just gone like that. So which means your resting time is limited again, it's pulled down. So we don't like this thing 1 hour forward. It always happens in time zones. So when the ship is going towards the east, it will be 1 hour forward, 1 hour back. So when you go to the west, 1 hour forward. So you have to set 1 hour forward because they're always ahead and then sometimes. But we have also one thing. What happens? No one wants to get sick on the ship, okay? But sometimes it forces the medical team on the ship to isolate you. So they'll have to isolate you because these are some of the initiatives they take so that they can curb the spread of maybe flu or something of the sort. Sometimes even they don't know, maybe it can be COVID, so you'll be isolated. We don't like this because isolation, my friend, you'll stay in that cubicle thing, that small cubicle for almost 2 weeks. It's so hard. Then there's also port crew ban. So sometimes we move to one region to another, one country to another, and sometimes different countries, they have their different regulations on what will happen to crew members when they go outside. We always have fun going outside, yes, but sometimes the authorities at the port and the government of a certain country may block you to go out. Like, we only need crew, only passengers to go out, but no crew members. We hate that because we'll have to go out, because when you go out, we relieve ourselves with that boredom, that continuous job. So we feel sorry, when we go out, we feel like we rest a little bit before we come in. But sometimes it's not our own will. So there's something called drill also. We don't like drills. Drills are a must. Anyway, these drills are those ones that happen sometimes when we do what we call exercise to understand whether we know in case of any emergency what will happen. That's why you see us sometimes wearing those safety jackets and everything. This happens, and it's a law that every captain has to do this so that we understand in case of an emergency what do we do. So these are drills. So they always do this for familiarization purposes only. We don't like this because sometimes it takes 2 hours, 3 hours. So tiresome. Sometimes they go to put you in those, you see those small boats. You go inside, survival crafts, then lower you in the ocean, then pull you out. It's a lot of things. Anyway, there's also what we call crew rounds. Crew rounds means they are going through, it's a time where the officers on board and through the captain circle, they go through our cabins and make sure they are clean, their bathrooms are clean, maybe sanitation is at a par level, and this is a crew round. It happens mostly after the drills. You'll see they come what to call crew rounds. So crew rounds, they go to your crew members' rooms and cabins because they have access to it, to make sure that you guys, you are clean, you guys, you have your safety jackets, they are still valid, and you have your jackets, you have your caps on, you have you know what it takes, the cleanness and everything. You don't have drugs in it, so they take care. And then there is one thing called IMP. I don't have the full the description, but I know it, so I'll explain, but later I'll tell you what is it. So crew rounds, IMP is when crew members are blocked to go outside. You can go out, yes, but because of the authorities and the captain and everything, they block you because maybe when you go out too many times, sometimes it doesn't sound good to the authorities or the management of the ship. They think maybe one day you want to escape or what, so they block you. They block you a card. There's a certain card you're given, so you not pass the security to go out. They tell you you are on IMP. Then some of the things are just general emergency alarms. These are alarms you'll hear all the time on the speakers. The ship has a lot of speakers. They can switch, and then you hear sounds, alarms, and everything. So those are some of the things. And then these are the happy moments for us, okay? For all teammates, these are the happy moments. Let me tell you. One is the change of itinerary. You see, the captain of the ship was always right, and because of safety purposes, maybe the ocean is not safe on one side, or the port that we intended to go, there is a lot of rough sea, okay, there is a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and we cannot sail better. So the captain has the mandate without any question to change the route. So the moment he changed the route, we always happy because the days at sea are short. That's why. So our work is limited. So also one of the things that we always be happy about, and these are the happy moments and we love them so much, is crew party. So all sailors, crew party is always all the best because you have drinks, you have all the time, you have dance, music, and socialization. It's our free time where we refresh ourselves. There is pool dancing, there's jumping in the pool and everything. So it's always a happy time, and music and all types of music across the globe. So we enjoy our moments during the crew party. There's also what we call rough sea and bad weather, especially guys working on the Lido. Lido is the top deck that is always open. So which means the guys working there, maybe it's an open bar, you're working in a Lido, there's a grill or pizza or anywhere, you are the waiters there, although you are the deck attendant. So which means there will be no passengers on the top of the ship. So less job. We love it anyway, but it comes once in a while anyway. But it has never happened in Hawaii. Hawaii is always hot and beautiful. Dark is always best for us because, if we close at around 11, that one means you'll have to set your clock back, which means you are going towards the west. So the time zone allows you to push your 1 hour back. So we have some countries where 1 hour back, and then when you go to the east, you have to put 1 hour forward, as I said. So 1 hour back is what we love most because you'll have more time to rest, you'll have more time to sleep until tomorrow. Bingo is also another one, because bingo is one of the initiative for the company. So when they feel they need to reward crew members or our sailors or crew or teammates, so they do what we call bingo. They give you cards with specific numbers. Okay, so these numbers, you go to a place, all of us, we combine in one area. So there's music, there's everything. So they call out the numbers. If your secret number is called on the screen, you can win some money, you can win some stuffs. We have some even how do you call them, so many t-shirts, everything, cups, you can win so many things. But one that I've seen, someone even won $5,000. It's a lot of money. We love bingo, but it comes only once. Dry dock, this is the last one. Dry dock, oh, this is the best. Everyone is always feeling, oh, we go for dry dock. Dry dock is this one. It comes also once, but sometimes it may not happen until you go away. So this one happens when a ship is supposed to be pulled out of the water, okay, and it goes for maintenance. Maybe because of one of the engines is broken down, or because it has to be done what we call maintenance. Every place, painting, what change of maybe rooms, everything. So maybe because of the health department of in a certain country is complaining the ship is too old, so it has to go for refurbishing. Okay, so it's pulled out of the water. So this one always happens maybe in a very beautiful city, and it takes almost 3 weeks before the ship starts again for its routine work back in the water. So what happens to the crew members? They'll be around. You guys will just be around, walking in the nearby city, having fun, walking around, going to the city. Every morning you eat, sleep, wake up in the morning, go outside there, walk around the city, enjoy. Like San Diego, San Francisco, you can even go to maybe Victoria. You can go around, no one to check you around. But of course, you must come back and sign in that you're around on the ship. It's always very nice. It's always very nice. That's called dry dock. The ship goes about maintenance, the engines, the everything. So they check everything when it's correct, and then they go back to the water. So this is the most important place. So we have also the links available. I'm going to share them as soon as possible. Bye.